I've often shared with you that I am a recovering people pleaser, and that has extended to my relationship with God. I want to please God, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it can become problematic in my prayer life. For I have this little voice inside my head when things aren't going well and I'm not happy with my life or happy with my situation or even happy with God. There's a part of me that wants to hold that back, wants to censor that and keep myself from being honest with God about my bitterness or my anger or my hurt or my worry or my fear or my complaint. But when I read the scriptures, in particular the Psalms and the book of Job, which we'll be studying together over the next 4 weeks, I'm reminded that I don't have to censor anything with God. I can be honest. I can be brutally honest with God. And Job teaches us that. And I want to look at some of the things that we learn from Job about prayer. And one of the things we learn is that we can be brutally honest with God. At some point, Job says to God, "Lord, you have worn me out. Stop frightening me with your terror." That's pretty honest. And I was reminded of the story in Genesis when Adam and Eve are created. They are just in tune with God. They are at one, and there's this deep communion, and they are naked and unafraid. And then at some point they become afraid, and they cover up with fig leaves. They cover up the private parts, the tender parts, the raw and sensitive parts. And we do that in prayer. And Job teaches us to resist that temptation, to allow ourselves to be exactly where we are, and to give ourselves permission to tell God exactly what's on our mind. We don't have to be afraid. We can be where we are. We can be who we are. We can express whatever is on our heart and mind to express. And it won't change God. For God's love is unconditional, and God's desire to help is eternally present. So today, I encourage you in the privacy of your own heart to be honest. If you need to complain, if you need to be angry, if you need to share some hurt, if you need to express doubt in God's goodness, I encourage you to do it. Be honest, be real, be direct today with God.